Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to University Star League. This is the first HearthStone cast, the first casting couch for University Star League. My name is Mikael MarvinMega Jansson, and I'm here with my caster colleague,
Simon Lotus Backlund.
How are you, Simon?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. So, you guys are wondering why are we here, and we're here to cast HearthStone. The guys behind University Star League had actually worked really hard on creating a perfect observer UI for this game, and they have actually taken in this hugely popular card game by Blizzard and trying to gain ground in this tournament area. And we're here to cast a couple of games today between two excellent players. And myself, I am an old collectible card game player. I play Hearthstone as well, of course, a lot some beta. And I'm a control-y type of player. You play as, of course, you're the expert here, so.
Yeah, most of my decks are built around control. So I do favor the control decks rather well. I do not like the rush decks.
So no Murloc decks?
No, I don't play Murloc decks.
There's nothing wrong with playing Murloc decks, of course, but there are different kinds of players. Some players play hunters, and some players prefer the more druid control or whatever they have. And we have checked through the players' decks here, but first of all, let's just say that this is the first of two casts we're going to do. We're going to do one today, and then we're going to do one in 2 weeks. And then there's the live finals, which is going to be in Sjöstrand. So keep up for information about that, and that's going to be awesome. All right. So how about we check in on the players and see who we are fighting today? So the first one is NurgleProbe. His name is Alexander Jansson. He goes at Högskolan Väst. He lives in Stockholm, awesome city. I know this guy a bit. I've met him a couple of times. Really calm, really calm guy. He has played a lot of collectible card games before, so I think I have high hopes for this guy. And shall we check out his deck? Is it a calm decks?
No. As you described him, he is a calm guy, but he does not play calm decks. He does have a rush deck for us today. This is built around early game control and rushing down your opponent. He does have the Unleash the Hounds in his deck that states that summon 1/1 hound for every creature that your opponent has played. Or is on the board right now, and with charge, so they can attack immediately. He can buff those up with the Timberwolf, that makes them a 2/1. So this is a rather horrible, icky. I don't like that combination, and I've been wrecked by it a lot of times. But he does play an aggressive deck.
So this is the starting deck. What do you think about this as a starting deck for this kind of tournament?
I think it's rather good because either way, his opponent doesn't know what other decks he's going to pull out. He starts with a rush deck, but they don't know each other in person, I guess. So it doesn't really build up any suspense about what his next deck is.
All right.
So this is like a good hunter deck, in my opinion.
All right. There are two cards that strikes me. The first one is Misdirection.
Misdirection?
Yeah. Is that really? I've seen it used a couple of times in hunter decks, but it's sort of 50-50 when you face them. What are your opinions on this card?
My opinion on this card, I think he put this in the deck because he was anticipating that his opponent was going to play a control deck, and if he does if he plays handlock, gets a 8/8 out early, and he puts up Misdirection, that 8/8 might strike his opponent in his face. That just boots him along the way on rushing him down.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Another card that is striking me is the Arcane Golem. It's a 3-mana card, and it actually gives your opponent a mana crystal. That sounds like a... Well, that's a trade-off, actually.
Yeah, it really is. But the Arcane Golem you really want as a finisher for the game. It's a strong 3-drop. Don't get me wrong. It's a 4/2, 3-drop, and it's only rare. But it gives your opponent a mana crystal, which sets him off to snowball out of the game. But that's why you use it as a finisher, as a finishing touch, if you may.
All right, so let's check in. Who is the opponent for NurgleProbe? And it is RoyalFlush, a fitting name for a card game. It's Ivan Gutierrez. He goes to Jansson Education and lives also in Stockholm. So these players could actually meet up in person and face each other. Probably with, one of the new iPads.
Yeah.
And HearthStone was released on iPad. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. I don't have an iPad, but I will.
Me neither.
Definitely. All right, so let's check out the deck that he's chosen to start out with. Is it a good counter against the Rush deck?
I do believe that Shaman is a good counter to Rush decks overall because they do have the Feral Spirit. I will see right here, he only has one. It overloads 2, so it's basically a 5 mana cost, but you can play it around 3. But it summons 2/3 taunts.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good counter against these early low damage charge creatures because they won't have an easy time burning through these Feral Spirits. So I do believe that the Shaman has the upper hand. Right. And I see a Blood Mage Thalnos in the deck as well, as can be combinated with Lightning Bolt, Lightning Storm, and so on. Of course, the Lightning Storm are going to have a huge impact in this game because Alexander NurgleProbe is going to spam out creatures, so if he can get a good Lightning Storm out, NurgleProbe will be in a lot of trouble.
All right. I also seeing that he has one Wind Speaker, a 4-cost card for a 3/3. That seems a bit much.
Gives a friendly minion Wind Fury, so it can attack twice. So if you combine it with like the Fire Elemental, that's a 6-drop. A 6/5 for 6 mana is really good. But then it has a Battle Cry, deal 3 damage. If your opponent doesn't have a taunt up, and you give that one Wind Fury and maybe a Rockbiter, you're in a world of hurt.
Wow. That's a lot of damage. That's 18 damage in one turn.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. So how about we check out to see if the players are into the mulligan mode right now?
Yes. Seems like they are. And our NurgleProbe, the hunter, had chosen to take away 2 of his Asylums, and I didn't catch up what the other one was. So, and RoyalFlush is still thinking about what is going to mulligan away here. He does have a pretty good starting hand, to be honest. Yeah, and he's going to keep it.
Yeah, that's not bad. The mana curve looks really good there.
Yeah.
Okay, so first turn goes to RoyalFlush.
He pulls out the Argent Squire.
Yeah, of course. It's a great one card. It's either that or the Infiltrated Worgen that seems to be the preferred choice of a 1 card, a neutral 1 card. And heading over to the other side of the aggressive deck, it's going to be a tracking. And what do you think he's looking for? He's looking for a combo, right?
Yeah, he probably is. Yeah, taking the weapon is great there, but he lost the other tracking. I do not like the tracking spell because you discard 2 cards in your deck, and that's not the best. Now, what I think he will do here is just totem and go for face.
Yeah. What is the strategy when you're facing such a hunters often rush? What is the strategy for a control deck? Do you think about how many creatures you have on the field, or what is what are your tactics?
The tactics. You do generally want a early game AoE, because like the Lightning Storm will be able to wipe his board out, even though he just pushes a lot. The board will be filled at one point, and if the Lightning Storms that will really be critical for our hunter. And it pulls the Lightning Storm. That's great. I'm thinking he will go with the Shattered Sun Cleric here, but maybe he'll go with the Unbound Elemental as well. The Unbound Elemental states that it's a 2/4, and whenever you play a card with overload, gain +1/+1. Now, as we know, the Lightning Storm is an overload.
Yeah.
That'll buff it. But he went with the Shattered Sun Cleric. It's good. Buffing up a Divine Shielded target. That's great.
All right. So it's sort of the waiting game here for NurgleProbe. He doesn't want to put too much out on the field because then we'll lose so much face damage.
I'm thinking Unleash the Hound here and go for Timberwolf.
Really? This early?
He can.
Wow.
He has 2 Unleash the Hounds, and this pressure might actually build up something more. He can, of course, Steady Shot. He could do something else like Arcane Shot on the Shattered Sun Cleric. They'll take it out.
He's just trying to minimize the damage he gets towards him. And for a Shaman deck, they don't have that much burst damage at once, unless you play a lot of charge creature. But I don't think we did see any of them in the RoyalFlush deck.
No, he's playing a controller deck that goes for late game with Ragnaros and Ysera. So, yeah, and as we see, the King Bloodhoof here, it's a great 6-drop. But I'm interested to see how it goes here. I'm thinking about elemental.
Yeah.
Probably.
Did RoyalFlush actually have any protectors or stuff in his deck? Do you have something with taunt?
Yeah, Defender of Argus. He does have Defender of Argus, and he does have the Feral Spirit, as we talked about earlier. So he does have some taunts, and I'm guessing that that'll be enough if we can pull them on early, so he can be safe from that rush combo. Like the Starving Buzzard into Unleash the Hounds, and then Timberwolf is devastating in these combos.
Yeah. He pulled a misdirection right now. He has an Iglon bow on the hand, but he's actually going for a combo now. It seems a bit early.
Maybe, but I don't know. He will be able to draw 3 cards, and if he coins out the Timberwolf, he'll be able to draw 4 cards this turn, and that is great for a rush deck. You do want to build up that hand as much as possible. And he can't play that because he'll draw too many cards.
Yeah, and he also lacks the mana for it. But it's going to be a Timberwolf right now.
Yeah.
And that will put the doggies at 2-2.
2-1.
No, 2-1, sorry. And the question is he going to go for the face or try to remove something on the board?
He could remove, and he could also go for face. I would do as he does here, remove the unbounded mental, and then might go for face. He can't remove the... Okay, that's fair enough. The spell damage totem doesn't do a great deal here, to be honest, because he only has 1 creatures out. Like 2-1, 1-1, and 3-1. So...
Yeah, the spell damage totem is pretty much useless against a hunter deck, because there's nothing there that has so much toughness.
No. Of course, if he's not running like with King Crush, but there's the Hex.
Yeah.
So, is he thinking about Lightning Storming? I don't know if I would agree with that at this point. He could trade 2 for 1 with his 1-drop and drop out a Azure Drake as well, draw a card, get that scary spell damage out there anyway. Even though it doesn't have a lot of impact, he'll be able to draw a card of it and trade rather good with it as well.
Yeah, the Azure Drake is a really good card because it's 5 mana for a 4/4, and you also get a card and +1 spell damage.
Yeah.
So it's used in a lot of control decks.
Okay, he'll go for Rockbiter on himself. I think he realizes this is a classical rush deck from a hunter, just that his opponent is just taking it easy. He's calm, as you described him. He's not rushing into anything. So, yeah, he takes out the Timberwolf as well. That results in that the Unleashed Hound that is on the field won't be able to kill the Argent Squire.
Okay, that's really good. Well, we see Doran actually a Leopard Gnome now. Now, a good counter against Leopard Gnome is the Earthshock, but I don't think RoyalFlush runs any Earthshocks.
RoyalFlush doesn't run any Earthshocks at all. But 2 damage this early, that's not the worst.
No.
Oh, there you go, the Eagle Home Bow. I'm guessing like Abusive Sergeant into Leopard Gnome, maybe?
Oh, Misdirection. He could play that.
He could play, yeah, you're right.
It's but still, it's not that much damage. You need to do more damage to the face of RoyalFlush because it's.
I'm thinking steady shot.
Yeah, because but also we are at turn 5, and he has done 5 damage to RoyalFlush. That's a bit low, don't you think that?
Maybe a little bit low, but he does have the card advantage as well. Oh, he'll go for face here.
All right.
I'm guessing. Yeah. And RoyalFlush will probably figure out that that's an explosive trap. So, because he did go for face, he didn't try to remove anything. If it was a misdirection, he would have removed something at least. So, the Argent Squire would hit to the face. But, nevertheless, let's see how he plays this one out.
Bloodmane Talos seems like a good card, but against a hunter, it's probably a waste because it's just another creature on the field, and another creature means more doggies.
Yep.
And you don't want that.
No, you do not want more doggies. Who let the dogs out? It was the hunter.
All right. So our legendary is now on the field. Karen Bloodolf is here, and he's a really good card. He's used in most decks. And the good thing is that he doubles at 2 Yetis. It's like having 2 Yetis on the field. And an Arcane Golem this early. Alright, he's really going for the face now.
He will start the rush down now.
Yep.
Hoping for that his opponent doesn't pull any early taunts. Or this is late, but any taunts. If he pulls out like a Feral Spirit here and are able to trade, he will probably gain the upper hand this game. But however, we do see an Unleash the Hounds. So if he decides to flood the board, it's gonna be more doggies.
Yeah, and seeing that RoyalFlush hasn't drawn any taunts at all, that's really bad luck. He could actually go for a Hex on his own healing totem.
Yeah, he could. But he does have trade potential here. He does have Lightning Storm. I do not believe he's gonna Lightning Storm, but it's a possibility at least. So what I would do here is pull the Azure Drake, hope for a Feral Spirit, and then trade.
Yeah.
Oh, he's actually gonna go for that. That's an Explosive Trap.
Yeah, so he's gonna be down at 8 now.
And he's feeling the pressure.
Yes, he is. He got a lot of damage in one turn with that Arcane Golem, so that was a great play by NurgleProbe.
He could hope for a Taunt Totem as well. A Taunt Totem would be really good here, so I would pull out the Totem before I pull out my Lightning Storm. And there we go.
Alright, and RNGesus is not with RoyalFlush this day, but he gets to remove everything on the board.
Yes, and this is not a bad position to be in. Although we do know that is Unleash the Doggies in his opponent's hand, and if he plays too many cards, and if NurgleProbe does draw a Timberwolf, that would be GG, I guess.
Yeah, that's game over.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think he's thinking about hexing his totem there. That's not a bad play.
No, it's really not. He doesn't want to flood the board against the hunter with this when he has 8 HP as well. So this is a good play actually. Yeah, he knows that there's not much to remove with Hex.
Yeah, and that actually makes Wolf Rider. Well, it actually nullifies the Wolf Rider, but he can do Wolf Rider and the Hounds.
Now here you go. He does have lethal.
Yeah.
It's no, does he?
Yeah,
he does. It's
a command on hand.
Yeah. So that's GG. He's just gonna do the maths again. Yeah, there we go. And steady shot.
And here comes the arrow. Boom.
Okay. So NurgleProbe takes game number 1.
All right. Really good play here by NurgleProbe. I thought it was a bit of a unlucky draw there by RoyalFlush. There were no taunts at all.
No.
And that would have made a lot of difference.
Yeah, the taunts would have made a lot of difference in this game, particularly because he's up against a rush deck. He doesn't want the hunter to be able to face him because he will be able to spam that steady shot either way.
Yeah.
But now he didn't get one single taunt. He had to hex his own totem to get a taunt.
Yeah.
And that's like the worst case scenario. You have to do that. So, RNGesus is not with him today.
No. And ladies and gentlemen, you've seen the first game with the new observer interface from University Star League. If you want to comment on this and say what we can improve, or if we're awesome, just write something in the comments in the chat. Or if you're watching this as a VOD, just comment or follow us on Twitter at University Star League. UniSL, I think. Uni Star League, I think?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, now RoyalFlush needs to find another deck to play.
Yeah.
And it's going to be interesting to see which he chooses because he knows he is up against a really, really rushy deck. Yep. So, you know, we have checked the decks a bit beforehand, and which one do you think? He has a Paladin, a Hunter, and a
Druid and a Mage.
Druid. All right.
Yeah. So I believe that the Paladin will be the best choice. The Druid is too much late game.
Yeah.
He will be able to... NurgleProbe will be able to rush him down before he gets to those big taunt creatures. So I'm thinking Paladin. They do have equality. He does have Consecration. Good clear. Good trades overall. So that's what I'm guessing. Here's the Paladin deck. He goes for it.
All right. That's a good call there.
Yeah.
That's why you're the expert.
And here we go. He does have... Something I do want to highlight, he does have the Sword of Justice. In this matchup, he will be able to buff up his recruits to 2/2s, and he will be able to take out like doggies with the Sword of Justice as well. he only has one Hammer of Wrath, which is Hammer of Wrath is good against like big creatures or you just want to draw a card, and one Lay of Hands actually. The Lay on Hands is really good if you're getting rushed down. Yeah. If you get to turn 8 and you're getting rushed, the 8 restore 8 health and draw 3 cards. That's just a win-win.
The same thing here. I don't see the. He doesn't run the legendary for Paladin.
That's Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that could be a great use in his deck. He does run a Black Knight, but that seems a bit overkill as he has 2 equality and he has 2 consecration, which actually removes everything on the board.
And the True Silver Champion as well.
Yeah.
So, but something I want to highlight in this deck, which will be severe if he draws it, is the Sea Giant. Costs 1 less for each other minion on the battlefield. If NurgleProbe decides to go Unleash the Hounds to the face, that would be practically a 0 cost.
Yeah.
So, and he will be able to taunt that up with the Defender of Argus as well. So, I'm really, really looking forward to this matchup.
Yeah, and the only removal of taunt that NurgleProbe actually has is, I think, he has some silence, and he has some deadly shots.
Yeah,
and that's it.
Yeah,
and deadly shots is random.
Yeah,
so you got to roll the die and see what happens. All right, so let's head into the mulligan and see what hands the players have right now.
Okay, so we see that this time around, NurgleProbe will be starting off, and it's RoyalFlush who has the coin.
I think that didn't Blizzard release numbers that you have like 3% more chance to win if you go first? But that was like 3 months ago or something. It might change that, but
it's a huge edge to go first, in my opinion. And the coin is sort of making up for it, but not all the way. So I don't know. Maybe it's better to go first. As a rush deck, you really want to go first.
Yeah.
You don't have a lot of expensive creatures. And he starts with the Argent Squire once again.
Yeah, is that really good to put out on the field right now? It doesn't. It does 1 damage, and that's it. He could actually have waiting for it and then use the Argent Squire with the Sword of Justice. But he might. Well, if you have something on the field, it's fine. Because if you play some rushy thing, like something with charge, they usually have 1 or 2 in health. So that will obviously help, but we'll see.
Okay, I think he's thinking about coining out the Sword of Justice here. The Sword of Justice, as we stated before, it's whenever you summon a minion. No, he didn't go for it, but whenever you summon a minion, give it +1/+1. So it makes like the Croots 2/2, trades better overall. And he goes for another Steady Shot. Now, he wants those combo pieces.
Yeah.
We saw that last game. He's just waiting out. He'll take some damage, and he knows that, but he doesn't really care.
Guardian of King, really good card, also gives you life, so the Paladin will be able to come back from a disadvantage. What do you think going through RoyalFlush's mind here? Is it trying to rush down the Hunter?
No, I don't think so. I'll actually be surprised if he goes for face with it. Okay.
Oh, he does.
That's probably for the 2 heal. He knows what the Hunter is running. He knows he has the end game answers, so he tries to push NurgleProbe to pull out some key cards, and then he will be able to just counter it and go for his own late game. For the late game in this Paladin deck is really strong.
Yeah.
So let's see. He goes for Digital Warrior and the Steady Shot, and of course gonna go for the face.
Yeah, once again. And as you said before, it's really important for the Paladin player to lure out as many of the key cards as possible. And he does have a good set of cards. He has Consecration on hand. He will probably keep that as long as possible.
Yeah.
And it's now almost even in health. And he goes for the face once again. That's really surprising.
Yeah, it really, really is. But I think he'll go for a Recruit this time. Then Sword of Justice might be a play because he's not getting pressured. So Sword of Justice here, and then we'll be able to play some Recruit at least. And maybe something else if it draws into 3. I guess he got an Acolyte of Pain, Aldo Peacekeeper, and Shattered Sun Cleric. So if it draws into some of his 3 drops, that would be rather good for him right now. He'll be able to gain huge board presence, and as we see in NurgleProbe's hand, there is no Unleash the Hounds.
No, he really needs it. He's probably going to do tracking or I'm guessing here. Eagle Horn and Explosive. But it seems a bit early for that.
Yeah. But the Paladin just draw out the Sword of Justice. So go for Explosive Trap here is not that bad. Because he knows that the Paladin wants to flood the board right now.
Yeah.
But he can, of course, bait that out with these Argent Squire.
Yeah. And here comes the use for the Argent Squire. It's going to trade really, really efficient but for that Wolf Rider. And he pulls out an Equality. The Equality is probably an extremely useless card in this matchup.
Yeah. But he does have the Consecration, nevertheless, so that's good. He can actually choose to go for Recruit. Yeah, he's going to trade with the Argent Squire. He could go with his own weapon as well, if he wants to keep that Divine.
Oh, he does. He really, really wants him dead really quickly. And it doesn't create a Recruit. He wants to save those charges.
Okay.
Yeah, Misdirection could be really great here because RoyalFlush actually has a lot of big creatures. And if one of them is misdirected right into the head back to him, that's going to be really bad.
Yep. Really, really is. So, okay, he goes for the Eagle Horn Bow. Now I'm thinking maybe an Explosive, maybe a Misdirection as well.
I think Misdirection is that's a mistake to play right now. I think Explosive is a lot better. That gives him 2 extra damage. So he could probably get 3 from the bow, 2 for the steady shot, and then 2 more for the Explosive next turn. You can't play both of those.
Yeah. Yeah, he probably wants to save the Misdirection for the bigger creatures. But he goes for the Misdirection, and he goes for Face. Now, I'm thinking RoyalFlush do want to check this out if it's an Explosive Trap.
Blood Mage, that would help a lot. Now he actually can play one of his bigger cards, Black Knight. Black Knight is really useless, but it has a lot of attack and a lot of health.
And it gets buffed.
Yeah, and it does. And he gets 1 damage back.
And the Argent Squire is gonna die from that. Because when it's your own turn, your weapon is open and you do deal 1 damage to whoever attacks you. I would go for the Black Knight play here. The safest play. He knows that there's no big taunts in his opponent's deck. So that's a good drop, to be honest. The Black Knight is a 6 drop and it's a 6/5 now because it gets buffed. So that's actually good. He goes for the Face with the Sword of Justice again.
Well, he probably wants to spend his charges and rush down as soon as possible, but no doggies once again.
I'm thinking, what can he do here? He can silence into kill command. That would kill it.
Yeah.
But
question is, does he want to waste kill command on that? Does he want it for the Face? He has 5 damage on the board and can do 5 more. But he's going to go for the removal, I think.
I believe so as well. I do believe that that's the best play. I don't know if he's going for Explosive Trap after, maybe. He can play Explosive Trap or Starving Buzzard or Steady Shot. Starving Buzzard wouldn't make a lot of sense because it doesn't have any beasts on his hand.
He's slowly gonna wither his opponent down. Is he running a Steady Shot? I think so. And probably go for the Face. He has 2 charges on his weapon, so why not?
So now he's really, really thinking. What is he going to do? He's going to go for the Face. Is he going to use that kill command?
Yeah, that's going to be a very deciding factor, and it's goes for an Explosive. He wants on 1 more charge in his weapon.
I believe he's going to go for the Arcane Shot to the Face as well.
Wow.
And if it's lethal next time, if it doesn't remove that, I'll get like a taunt out or something. But he does have that Guardian of Kings.
Yeah, and that's going to be super useful. Plus, it's going to be super big.
Yeah. So let's see what he does here.
Yeah, and the Guardian's King, it's really good because it heals you as well.
Yeah, heals you for 6. So the Guardian of King stage, when you play, it restores 6 health.
Yeah.
To your hero, and it's a 5/6, so it's not a weak card, and it gets buffed, so it's a 6/7 now.
And that's 10 damage on the field here for RoyalFlush. So you can potentially finish off NurgleProbe in 2 rounds. So right now it's Backlund's time.
Yep, and it does pull the Ragnaros off this. It does have the Ragnaros. So if NurgleProbe doesn't play any minions, he has 2 weak minions that he can't combo and wants to combo those. But if he doesn't play them, he's dead.
Yeah. I think he needs to remove one of the creature right now, and I think the kill command is the right. But he can use a kill command without actually using the buzzer. So he's gonna go for the face.
That is dangerous.
That is really dangerous play.
My thoughts on this is that he's going to. Yeah, he will go for the face. Either way, it would be good to save like the Eagle Horn bow for the explosive trap, so he gets another durability on it. But either way, he just wants to brush it down, and that's what he's going for. And let's see what he draws. Defender of Argus. So, what can he do? He can consecrate, he can go for Defender of Argus, and then just slam home for 10 damage.
Yes, he can. He has a lot of potential on the field. So, Defender actually gives him taunt on both of his creatures, and he knows that NurgleProbe just has 1 card at hand. But he has 6 health. A steady shot is 2 damage. And now is the question here, what RoyalFlush is telling himself. Is that a misdirection?
Exactly. But as we know, it's an explosive trap.
Yeah.
But he does have another explosive trap on his hand.
Yeah.
That will kill our dear Paladin. So what I would do here, when I'm this low, I would go for Rag and trade my 2. That will give me lethal next turn, not him lethal.
Yeah. And he goes for the face, and yep, it's an explosive trap. It doesn't change anything. He's down at 4 health right now. But now he knows what he's up against.
Yep. So what does he want to do here? He can't trade out these 2 anymore. He can't go for the Defender of Argus.
Yeah.
He does need a heal. Like the Lay of Hands top deck next turn would be game changing.
Yes. Another play he could have done is the Acolyte of Pain and then go. Then it would actually get in a card draw, but that's 3 mana. And he can't afford, he needs to use something. And it's probably going to be, it's a Consecration. That's not bad. That's actually a really good play. And
yeah.
The question is that, what will NurgleProbe draw? That is, it's his top deck. It's going to be something that can change the game.
No, actually, if he pulls out the explosive trap and just steady shots next turn, he has 1.
Yeah.
Does 2 damage to the Paladin, does 2 damage from the steady shot as well. So that's 4 damage. That would disable RoyalFlush's ability to attack him. Although he does have the Ragnaros. So pulling out the 6 to the face, Consecration this turn. Consecration, 6 to the face. That would pull the NurgleProbe's HP down to, what is it? 4 as well?
No, it will be 3. If Consecration has 2, he can do 1 with his sword, and then he can do 6 with the Guardian of Kings, but he can also do 1 more if he pulls out the Defender of Argus.
Yeah. So he pulls out the Consecration. States deal 2 damage to all enemies. And he does go for the Defender of Argus. This is the best play right here, in my opinion. But it's about the top deck right now.
Yes, it is.
And he pulls out the tracking. So if he gets like an arcane shot, kill command or something on this is a game.
And he doesn't. Oh, the misdirection.
But if... Okay, so the possibilities here. The misdirection, whenever a character attacks your hero, instead he attacks another random character. This is good, but he can play Rag.
Yeah.
RoyalFlush, if he plays it cool, go with Rag and end his turn. He has 1. That is the safest play here, and he knows it. Here we go. Ragnar's on the field. So Ragnar's the Fire Lord, can't attack, but at the end of the turn, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. Yep. Wow. And GG.
GG. Really good play here by RoyalFlush. Well-deserved victory. The same thing here. The last time, RoyalFlush didn't draw any taunts. This time, no doggies for NurgleProbe.
No, no doggies. But I don't think that it would have changed too much, because that's still 2 mana he would have used on the doggies instead of some other damage source.
Yeah.
So maybe he could have put out a doggy and won, but I don't think so.
No.
So, what do you think? Out of his decks, he does have Rogue, Priest, Warlock, and Shaman. Pull out against the Paladin.
Paladin is a really hard counter because it can effectively deal with all the big creatures by using equality.
Yep.
And also, it has a lot of creatures to deal with, a lot of small creatures that rushes with taunts and stuff like that. So it's a really hard deck to actually control. And just what I've looked at, so I actually put some note down here. I think it's actually gonna go for, I'm gonna guess for Priest.
You're gonna guess for Priest?
Yeah.
I would go for the Warlock. But that's me. And he has chosen the Priest.
Oh.
So, good guessing. So, the Priest here has 2 Holy Smites, Northshire Cleric, 1 Powered Shield. This is a control deck.
Yeah.
And it does have a Baron Geddon. That's interesting. I haven't seen a Baron Geddon in a Priest for a very long time.
No, it's mostly used, I think, in warrior control decks. Yeah. And using it in a Priest deck, that's not bad.
No, it's not, because you will be able to heal up every time the Baron Geddon does his 2 damage.
Yeah.
So, Baron Geddon, at the end of the turn, deal 2 damage to all other characters, so both heroes as well.
Yeah.
But the Priest's hero power, heal 2, will nullify that.
And there is another thing. He has 1 Orchanized Soul Priest, but it doesn't run the Circle of Healing, which is a really popular combo.
Yeah, it really, really is. What I think is the Orchanized Soul Priest is just there to, he's going to play that one out and just use his hero power to slam his opponent down.
He's going to snipe some card.
Yeah, he is.
All right, and we also see a combo of a Stampeding Kodo, or he can use a Cabal Shadow Priest to take control of creatures.
Yeah, so that counters his opponent's Acolyte of Pain. That counters the Blood Mage, the Argent Protector, a lot.
Yes.
So, a lot of his early game is going to go down the drain, if you say so. But he runs 2 Shadow of Deaths and 1 Mind Control. Shadow of Death, destroy a minion with an attack of 5 or more.
Yeah.
I would go for Big Game Hunter and 1 Shadow of Death, because the Big Game Hunter is a 4/2 drop as well, and trades. Not only kills a big target, but it trades as well. And a Mind Control that got nerfed, and it needed a nerf.
He has 2 Mind Controls.
He has 2 Mind Controls. Oh, I didn't see that 2 over there. So the Mind Control states, take control of an enemy minion.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is a control deck. This is a out of the textbook control deck.
Yeah. He also runs one of my favorite cards. It's a Harvest Golem.
The Harvest Golem. You like the Harvest Golem?
Yeah, it's so much value. For 3 mana, that's a 2/3 and also a 2/1.
Yeah, and I agree, totally. It's hard to remove.
Yeah.
And it's a good silence target, and a good silence target for 3 mana is worth it.
Absolutely. You're going to waste 2 attacks to remove that sucker. But
yeah.
All right, enough about that. So let's head out into the mulligan and see which hands both players are having right now, and what are you thinking about?
He starts with the Northshire Cleric, the Powered Shield, and the Sunfury Protector, plus the coin. So, that's NurgleProbe's hand, 2 Northshire Clerics.
Wow.
That's not something you want to go for in your starting play, in my opinion. I don't like that. But a lot of people do, either way. And here we go, they're done with the mulligans. And we go over to RoyalFlush. He pulls out another Argent Squire. Every game he has started with an Argent Squire.
But this time I think that it's going to come back and bite him in the butt, because we both know what NurgleProbe has in hand. He has 2 Northshire Clerics, so they're going to milk that damage from that Northshire Cleric as much as possible.
So the Northshire Cleric, whenever a minion is healed, draw a card. So pulling out the Northshire Cleric here and just trade for the Argent Squire is really, really, really good, because you'll be able to heal it, draw a card, and take out the minion. So,
what do you think? He has a Powered Shield on that just to give you an extra health. I think, in my opinion, that's a good move against Paladin, because Paladin doesn't do that much direct damage. But he could have actually put down another Norgleprobe Cleric.
He could have, but that wouldn't really be too good.
Right away.
He's gonna trade out. I would go for the recruit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that removes 1 damage from the board. And if he does want to take away the Divine Shield, he might be scared of something like a Blood Knight.
Yeah.
But he should know by this point that his opponent doesn't run a Blood Knight. Or maybe he could, but he didn't top the draw it last time. Okay, so the Blood Mage Thalnos is a legendary. It's a 2-cost, 1/1. Spell damage +1, death roll, draw a card. It's similar to the Loot Hoarder, just the only difference is that the Blood Mage Thalnos has 1 less attack, but gives you 1 spell power. So you do really want to combo that out with something else in the late game.
That's a good combo with Avenging Wrath or with Consecration. Consecration does 3 damage with that, and that's sort of a key level for a lot of creatures that only has 3 damage.
Yeah.
3 health. Sorry.
Yeah, but at the same mana cost, you can get Equality Consecration.
Oh yeah, true.
And that kills everything.
Yeah. All right.
So let's see. Is he going to buff something up? Is he going for? I would go for the Acolyte of Pain here because he only has a 1/5 out.
It's the battle of the critters. Bring out your. Oh no, he doesn't. He's gonna go for a buff, and he actually can remove the Norgleprobe Cleric if he gets another turn, and the face as well. Well, that's not surprising.
Yeah, because he doesn't want his opponent to draw a card for free.
Yeah.
So that's a good turn for RoyalFlush. Oh, he pulls out your favorite card, the Harvest Golem.
It's not gonna be played. It's the Smite, of course.
What are you thinking next? Sunfear Protector on your 1/5? Or just heal?
No, it's gonna be heal.
Yeah.
He wants the card draw. He needs a big hand to just sit with and, be able to counter everything.
Yeah, he just wants to wait in the late game.
Yeah.
And you got Mind Control. Against this Paladin, the Mind Control, I can't really highlight right now, but the Mind Control is going to be able to take the Sea Giant or the Wisera or the Ragnaros in his opponent's deck. The Wisera is one of the greatest legendaries in the game. At the end of turn, draw a Dream card. Dream cards are really, really strong.
Yeah.
Like the strongest cards in the game.
Yeah, it can do 5 damage to everything except for Ysera, or bring out a couple of powerful creatures.
Yeah.
Or force cards up on your hand. So it's an extremely good card, but there's gonna be more critters on the field. RoyalFlush is really going for this kind of
Rush down Paladin.
yeah, but the damage is so low. But still, the 1/3 needs to be killed in some way. Or, yeah, he needs to deal with that because he doesn't want too much card draw for RoyalFlush.
No, but I'm thinking, what can he actually do here? He could play the Archknight Soul Priest because it won't be able to be removed at the very moment by the presence. He only has 4 damage and the Archknight Soul Priest has 5. The next turn he could go for hero power. Now, does he want to taunt that one up?
Yeah, I would actually go for the Harvest Golem. It's not a creature in the field that actually has it has 2 damage, 2 attack. But he doesn't. He goes for another one and goes for, here we go, some card draw. It's not a bad choice. And now he's going to go for a heal as well. Otherwise he will lose that.
You would go for the Harvest Golem.
Yeah, I would actually put down the Harvest Golem because that has actually 2 attack. And you can have a couple of 1/1s and it's fine.
He's going to draw cards. He's going to draw cards. Oh, and he top decks the Shadow of Death.
Oh.
Which they destroy a minion with 3 or less attack. But here we go. Sea Giant.
Oh,
he won't be a lot of critters here anymore. That's not a critter to me, at least.
Big one.
So the Sea Giant is, to me, the obvious play here. Yeah, the Sea Giant costs 1 less for each other minion on the battlefield, so it's a 10 mana cost from the start. But since it's 5 minions on the field, he can play it for 5 mana. Because 10 minus 5 is 5.
Yeah. And the thing is that, though, RoyalFlush knows that NurgleProbe has 9 cards in hand and 2 in play. He has played 2 cards. The probability that he has a Shadow of Death is really, really high.
Yeah.
It's more than 50%, so it's...
and he does have it.
Yeah, and he does, so... I'm not even gonna guess what the play is this turn.
You're thinking Shadow of Death?
Yeah.
I'm thinking Shadowed Death into Shadowed Pain. Pain on the Acolyte of Pain.
Oh.
And then go for the Argent Squire with 1/1 and the other one for face. The Shadowed Pain would be good because you deny the Paladin card draws.
Yeah.
There we go. Actually, he does it.
Good call.
Yeah. And RoyalFlush doesn't have a lot of cards at the moment.
Right away.
So that's why he does want to remove the Acolyte of Pain, so he won't be able to get more cards, build up a steady hand.
Yeah. And with the Consecration in hand, he can actually play Avenging Wrath, which is a really good card as well.
The Consecration deal 2 damage to all enemies.
Yeah, that's also a good card. He can actually clear the board with that. But the question is, does he really want it?
He could play the Blood Mace Thalnos, as we talked about earlier, get 1 spell damage, and then Consecrate and go for face. Deals 3 damage to the Priest as well. But does he want Avenging Wrath?
Well,
I would save that.
Well, the probability for killing both creatures are really, really high. It's 8 damage, spread across 5 health, and then you have 3 more that actually go for the face. So we'll see what happens. But
this is 100%.
Yeah, this is a safer play, and it's a good play as well. So, and it keeps this creature on the field.
And the next turn he will be able to play out a big creature, but that's the Guardian of Kings, and he won't be getting any heal out of that, so I don't think he will. Now, the Yeti is top deck. What would you go for here? I would actually go for the Kodo.
Kodo is good. It's a good amount of health and actually kills one of the creatures. But hey, it is
value Yeti.
Yeah, it's a value Yeti. A really good card.
Avenging Wrath might come out here.
Yeah, the Yeti is one of the best cards in the game actually, right now when it comes to value. Still, it doesn't have any abilities, but it's a 4/5. Most of the weapons and stuff that you have deal 4 damage.
Yeah.
So it's mostly like fireballs and stuff like that that deals more than 4. And trading a Yeti for a fireball, that's a really good trade.
Yeah, it really is. But I'm thinking Avenging Wrath here, since it's buffed. Is it getting buffed by the Blood Mage? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Deals
It's
9
gonna be
damage.
9.
So Avenging Wrath stage, deal 8 damage to randomly split among enemy characters. So he'll deal 8 damage. Won't probably kill anything with it.
He will put
maybe
3.
the... oh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great RNG play.
Yeah, I think he actually wanted to kill both of them, but because right now there's going to be... well, the Kodo is going to eat something.
Probably.
Yeah. Silence. Oh, he doesn't want a card draw. All right. Oh, good play. Good use of the silence.
He's gonna go for heal Harvest Golem, I'm
I
guessing.
got this.
Yeah, that's really good. He hasn't. He goes for the
Full
Stepping
clear.
Kodo. Yep.
That's good as well.
Board control goes over to NurgleProbe. RoyalFlush needs to counter this in some way.
And he gets the Hammer of Wrath.
Yeah.
The Hammer of Wrath, deal 3 damage, draw a card. That's actually rather good for 4 mana cost.
Yeah, it's also a thing that you just trade a card for a card. So you trade the Hammer of Wrath, gain 3 damage, and also gain another card, and you just lose 4 mana for it. So it's a really good 3 damage card. I would say the Druid is slightly better with Wrath, but
Yeah.
that's because it can also do 1 damage. And a
And he
weapon.
pulls out the Choose Healer Champion. He can go for Alto Peacekeeper here.
I think he goes for the face. I think he knows. He smells victory.
Yeah, he might do. And he does have Delay of Hands. So as we see, his deck, he's not taken 1 single damage yet. RoyalFlush has taken 0 damage so far, and he does have Delay of Hands and the Guardian of Kings. So he's in a really good spot right here. And he's going to go for the Holy Fire, restore some health, heal himself, and then go for phase. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
That's actually a rather good play, but now, here comes the value. Here comes the Guardian of Kings. When it's played, restore 6 health to your hero.
No,
Lay of Hand as well.
he's
Might
thinking
be,
about Lay of Hands.
but doesn't give you the same presence as the Guardian of Kings. He could Guardian of Kings and recruit. He's going to go for the Lay of Hand. Draw 3 cards. Okay, that's fine. Draws the Consecration. He's going to take out that 2 damage. And as we see here, he will be able to sustain a lot longer.
Yeah. Carensjö is a good card. Combined with a... But wait. We're at turn 9. the next turn is turn 10.
That's mind control turn.
Yeah, that's mind control time. And I'm not sure if RoyalFlush can handle this. It's gonna be the taunt up. That's a really good play, so nothing can come through there. And it also gains 7 damage to the face. So really good.
No, 4.
Oh yeah, true. Sorry, summoning sickness. Yeah, he's tired. Oh, Rag.
Rag is not a good play.
No,
right
it's
here.
not. You don't want to play the Ragnaros on turn 10 of a priest.
The Ragnaros can attack at the end of your turn, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. That includes the enemy hero as well, of course. But I'm thinking, like, do we want the Bloodhoof into taunt?
He could do that, but if it goes for Guardian of Kings, I think he's actually looking for equality. He really, really wants that.
Yeah, and he's gonna challenge, bring the Kodos at damage down to 1, and Allo Peacekeeper when Battlecry, change an enemy minion's attack to 1. So that's actually what it does when you play it. So that's a rather good card.
RoyalFlush is in a bit of a weird position now because he needs to bait out the mind control, and he does. But the thing is that there's a second mind control.
Yeah.
Do you think we're gonna see Ragnaros being played next turn?
There's too many minions on the field for Ragnaros to be played, in my opinion. And the priest did have a good early game with a lot of draws, so he might be able to guess that there is another. Oh! Here we go.
Oh, the top deck.
The equality consecration combo. Equality changed the health of all minions to 1, but he doesn't have any minions, so he's not losing anything. He's removing his own 5/6.
Yeah.
Only one, your favorite card, will survive this with its death rattle. And playing a Defender of Argus without using its Battlecry, that's nothing you want to do, but
No.
that's still, you have to have something on the field. And here comes the Argent Commander. So the Argent Commander, charge and Divine Shield. The charge is basically you can attack right away, and the Divine Shield, no, that's a bug.
Yeah, that's a known bug. They change position.
Yeah, unfortunately, the damage golem doesn't get the taunt. But however, he's still in a good position right now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, do you want to go for face?
Yeah. I'm thinking another thing. Did he play? He has played 2 consecrations, right?
Yeah.
And he has played
He does have
Avenging Wrath.
He does have Black Knight.
And he does, yeah, he has Black Knight for removal, but he doesn't have any area of effect removal left.
No.
But he has.
There we go. I'm thinking Bloodhoof into taunt this turn. That's like the only play that makes sense to me right now.
Yeah.
Because Ragnaros is a 2. Yeah, I don't know. You could play Rag into Argent Protector or Recruit, but we know that's going to get mind control.
Yeah, Ragnaros is a YOLO play.
Yeah.
Karen Bloodhoof is a really is a very better play and a much safer play. And let's see what it does.
This is not a position you want to be in.
Come on, RoyalFlush, YOLO.
No, don't YOLO Ragnaros, please, RoyalFlush. Oh, I'm playing Paladin as well. I want you to win this one. Okay. So he's really thinking about this one, and I understand him, because playing the Ragnaros, a lot of priests only runs 1 mind control.
Yeah.
But our priest right now, NurgleProbe, he runs 2. But RoyalFlush doesn't know that. So he's really thinking about this. What is he going to play? I'm thinking Bloodhoof into taunt. That. Oh, that's right. And he could Argent Commander on top of the Bloodhoof. That might be mind controlled. With the Divine Shield and Death Rattle.
Yeah, that's a good target. Here comes the Cabal Shadow Priest. But nope, it's gonna be a mind control.
Now he baited out 2 mind controls. Ragnaros is coming to play soon.
Yeah.
I'm guessing. But how much will Rag be able to do? 2 face fireballs will be able to win this for him. But that's RNG. That's 20% chance both times.
Yeah, if he plays Ragnaros and just press the end turn button, there's a 25% chance he hits the face. And that's a bit too low, actually.
Yeah. But what else can he do? He can't pull the Guardian of Kings. And I goes with Ragnar. And recruit. I would as well.
Here we go.
Please don't hit the...
Here we go.
Don't hit the shield, man.
Oh, it's gonna be... Oh!
No.
Oh, that was...
That's not value.
No, that was not value. The shield... I don't know. I don't know which one would be worse. The shield would be worst, of course.
He is able to remove that without sacrificing
really
anything.
Easy. And he's just gonna lose his shield. And here we go. And it's 5 damage once again to the face. Now the question is he gonna use Holy Smite to remove the 1/1?
No. He has a 5/3 on the field. He knows his opponent doesn't have a consecration left. He might have an equality, but he still has a death realm.
Oh,
he does.
You want to have board control. And here comes the Harvest Golem.
Simple. Deal 2 damage to whatever you want.
That's fine. And you can actually combo that with Velen as well for hilarious results. You do double damage. That's 4 damage.
Oh, yeah, right. And the hero power heals for 4 as well.
Yeah. And Holy Fire, is it? The 5 damage spell?
Yep.
Damage
yourself.
That is 10 damage, and well, heals you for 10. So that's really, really good. Unless, well, you have a Oceanary Shadow Priest.
Yeah, I've done that a lot of times.
So what do you do now? With so many big creatures with RoyalFlush, it feels like he's being screwed over by all of his high-cost creatures. He needs something to put up his his Defender of Argus on.
The Vizier is a good play.
Yeah.
But then he has to heal for later. But he doesn't know what his opponent has in hand.
No, that would be cheating.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't see what he has. What did he draw? It has been fun. It's going to be cool to see the next turn. Shadow Pain is not going to do anything. Oceanary Soul Priest is not going to do enough. Cabal Shadow Priest can't be used. So
Oceanary Soul Priest and hero power just state I have lethal next turn.
yeah, he does.
And now he has to draw something really good. The heal, sure. He will be able to heal himself for 6, but that's still lethal.
What did he draw? He drew the Dream. Oh.
Okay, that's good.
Okay.
That's actually... Okay, wait.
Can he survive another turn? 7, he's for 6, that's 8. He needs to remove something.
Yeah, he can take away the commander.
Yeah, but that has charge.
No, he can kill it. He can kill it.
Oh, you're right. He can kill it with Ysera, right. And then he can force up the Cairn on his hand. So then it just take 5 damage. So that is acceptable, but not great.
No.
Now, an important thing here, Ysera is 4/12, which make any priest spell useless against it.
Yeah, it's a 4. It's the sweet spot. The 4 damage.
Yeah. And if he buffs Ysera, it pumps it up to 5. And that's a really bad move.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to do that.
No.
I'm thinking, what?
Oh no!
Come on, don't do it.
Oh,
Don't do it. You don't want to do that. You want to buff up your Guardian of Kings then.
I wonder what it's... I know he's counting in his head. Yeah, he saw that it was a bad play. He needs to survive. So 2 health, you don't get that far.
I would go Guardian of Kings
Yeah.
into Sjöstrand Cleric on top of the Guardian of Kings, and then go for the Dream on top of the Guardian of Kings. And then go for Dream on top of the Bloodhoof.
Yeah.
His own Bloodhoof screwed him over pretty hard.
Yeah, he did. Also with the shield. Otherwise, I would just be in plain Bloodhoof, I think. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And that can actually be... that's his...
Easier to remove.
Yeah, it's easy to remove. And it does. 5/13. And puts the charge back on the hand. And I think he actually... I want to take the taunt.
He's
I
still
think he
dead.
needs the taunt.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a 6-11.
It's a gamble.
It's a really hard gamble to do.
That's
It's,
a 6-11. Shadowbird Death here. And it's GG.
yeah, but it doesn't have it on hand.
Shadowbird Death.
That top
There we
deck.
go. Shadowbird Death.
Man. Oh,
Destroy
wow.
a minion with 5 or more. With attack of 5 or more. He can trade that one out. Yep. This is GG.
Yeah, it's GG with what I said about a great top deck there by NurgleProbe. There wasn't many cards left in his deck. I think he has like 5. So that was a really good top deck. I can't say anything else.
Hi, that was a great top deck, of course. The Shadowbird Death, the only thing that could have won in the game right here.
Yeah.
So that's a good job. And RNG is...
Yes, is if of course we joke about the RNG factor of the game, but that is actually a numbers game. Every time you draw a card, there's a percentage you get a specific card. It's like poker.
Yeah.
So really good players count their cards. They know exactly which cards are left in the deck and how high the percentage is that actually draw it. So of course it's a bit of a randomness, but it's a statistics game. And a really good player can easily win over a bad player with the exact same deck. So it's, I think that actually shows there's a lot of skill in this. Of course, in deck building, but also when it comes to
decision making.
Decision making, that is a really huge thing.
Now, he does have a druid, a mage, and a priest. No, druid, a mage, and a hunter left.
Yeah.
And what does he want to play against the priest? I would say hunter, because we did see this deck. It's a slow-paced control deck.
Yep.
Be able to rush him down before that. It won't be hard.
Yeah.
Because he puts out the North Side Clerics, he goes for this slow building up the game, he builds up his hand and then comes for the late game, mind controls, plays a lot on the opponent's
So the tables
cards.
will actually be turned. So NurgleProbe will play in control, and RoyalFlush will be playing on the rush deck.
Yeah, I'm guessing so. And here we go. He has picked the Hunter deck, and it's kind of a rush deck. Let's go in and check it out. Here we go. As you see on your screen, he does have one flare. Flare is not the best against priest, but however, it's good. It's a secret keeper in there. The secret keeper is a really interesting card. Whenever the secret is played, game +1/+1. Now, he does have 2 freezing traps, which when an enemy minion attacks, return it to the owner's hand, and it costs 2 more. It does have 2 explosive traps. When your hero is attacked, deal 2 damage to all enemies. It does have 1 snipe. No, 2 snipes actually.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's interesting because snipe is not played that much, and he has 1 misdirection as well.
It feels like some kind of a combo between a rush deck and a control deck. Yeah, some of the rush elements when it comes to Arcane Golem, for example.
Yep.
But the key card for rush decks is actually missing here. Where's the doggies? There's no doggies in this deck.
Yeah, this is a hunter without doggies.
Yeah.
I would like to play this hunter deck.
Yeah, me too. It's really interesting. Sure, he has the Argent Commander for direct damage, but he also runs an Abomination, which
He
is...
runs an Abomination, and he runs a Jansson Auctioneer.
Yeah. The Abomination could be there just for countering a lot of other rush decks, like Murloc decks.
Yeah,
But
as the Warriors play Baron-Geddon.
yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. He has 1 deadly shot and only 1 eagle horn bow.
It's gonna be really interesting to see this deck in play.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I think. I think it's an interesting deck.
I'm not sure if it's going to work against this priest or not. I have never seen a deck like this, so I can't really tell. I'm really interested in see the outcome of this game.
Yeah. All right, so let's jump into the mulligans and see what the players are choosing between here. And they actually made up their mind which cards they're removing.
Yeah, and he keeps Shadowbird Pain. He knows he's up against a hunter. I think he's trying to predict that the hunter's going rush.
Yeah.
And he's not really going for a rush deck.
No, and I think it can be a bit of a... The priestess could be taken by surprise by this. And no secret
Goes for the
creeper.
tracking. Okay. No Icelandic. Oh, that's actually you need all 3 of them. That's why I don't like tracking.
the...
Taking the okay.
Unless you need a specific card, then it's great. But
Yeah.
just in the beginning of keeping tracking, if you want a specific combo, sure. But if you just need a card draw to see what I have, it's not that good.
And the respect heal.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
nice. Yeah, we like that. That's manners.
That's very much manners. In Hearthstone, you can be annoying. You can take endless time with your turns, and you can spam emotes. But mostly players are really, really friendly, and just say well played and greeting, stuff like that. So I think it's. I think Blizzard make a good choice of just keeping the emotes and no chat between players.
What if I had manners?
You just spam greetings.
I'm going to crush you.
Well met.
Yeah. Okay, so it goes for the steady shot. Good play. The Harvest Golem is going to come into play here. I can see your smile on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that
Love
card.
that card.
It's a great card. Now, leaves him with like the Secret Keeper into misdirection to protect it. Actually, if it goes with the Secret Keeper and Explosive Trap, it will not be able to be killed. It can go for the Eagle Horn Bow as well. That's actually a good play. Since it's playing around secrets and it's going for face. So it's actually because his opponent doesn't know what kind of deck this is. So he's gonna anticipate. Yeah, this is a rush deck. He's going to want to rush me down, so I want those key points. Now he thinks he's in a great position, which he actually is, because he has the powered shield on top of the Harvest Golem. He can heal himself, and next turn he has Holy Nova.
Yeah.
If the doggies come out, which they won't, he could Holy Nova, but there is no doggies.
Oh my God, Simon! The amount of mind games in this game, it's amazing.
Yeah, can snipe. So, what does he want to do here?
I think he wants to play a secret because he doesn't want to waste the charges of the weapon. So I think it's going to be Secret Keeper and a secret.
Yeah.
That actually makes the Secret Keeper survive the 2/5.
I just gotta think about it. I
Could go for an Abomination.
I would also need to think about it because I've never seen a deck like this.
No, it's pretty unique.
But I love unique decks.
Yeah,
that's like
the
the
fun
best
thing.
of the game.
Yeah. And people who actually gets ahead of the meta and can... Oh, he's going to play another?
Snipe. When your opponent plays a minion, deal 4 damage to it.
It's a good counter.
Yeah, 4 damage to a minion that is going to be played, and we don't know actually what he's going to play next. What does he have? A Northshire Cleric will be killed right away.
But he has the Shadow of Pain. So I think he's going to use
yeah,
that.
the Shadow Pain is going to come to play here, I'm guessing. The Shadow Pain destroy a minion with 3 or less attack. But
I wonder if we want to save that one. Right now I think he's pretty confused because that Secret Keeper in a Hunter deck, it's a bit of a weird. But, or you can double Holy Smite it. I think that's not a good play.
no, 2 cards for 1.
Yeah, that's fine. That's a good play.
The Shadow Pain is a great play there. But
Here we go. The double secret reveal. It's gonna take 2 damage on himself.
the Explosive Trap. No, what? Snipe. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So, he's just going to heal himself. Is he going to play that Northshire Cleric? I think he knows what that is.
Yeah.
Might be a Snake Trap as well.
It's fun with these kind of unique decks, but you can't expect. If you're facing a Rushdown Hunter, I know exactly what traps he have. This time, I have no clue.
No, if I were up against this deck, I would be really confused. I wouldn't really know what to play and when to play it because I've never seen it before. He's trying to rush down at least.
Yeah, he is, and he has a secret in play, so he will keep that weapon alive. And it's more and more going for the face. Now that's fine.
Is he going to play the... Okay, he's going for the face. He knows.
He tested out if it's... Oh, he did that before. But
Yeah.
So let's see.
He's going to hold his might and just heal himself. And
Was that to test... Do you think he's trying to avoid snakes?
no. I think he just wants to bait out the secret. He doesn't know what it is. But I think he should know now.
Yeah. It could be 2 things. It's Snipe or Snakes. Snakes, it's that played much. It was played more before. Nice.
He's just gonna accept that. Okay, so the Argent Commander here. He has 2.
Yeah, and it's probably going to use it. That's 4 damage to the face directly there, and
to be honest, Abomination, yeah, Charge and Divine Shield, the Argent Commander, actually, when you play it, it can attack right away. And Divine Shield does affect it like, it can't reduce its health. It can't lose health when it attacks. With Explosive Trap, okay, that's actually a good play.
yeah, that's fine. Alright.
Holy Fire, what is it? He could Holy Fire to the face here. He could.
Well, here we go. It's going to be a explosive trap. 2 more damage to the face. And the secret triggers the weapon. So that's 6 damage on that weapon. He has done... How many times he attacked? 2 times?
Yeah,
3
2
times.
times.
3 times, I think.
3 times?
Yeah, it's 1 charge before and he got 1 extra, so I... No, sorry, 2 times.
2 times. And he has 2 durability left.
Yeah, that's 12 damage on 1 weapon. That's really good.
Yeah, that's probably what this deck builds around. Oh, he's gonna go for the... And trigger another secret. It
Yep.
won't die. It won't die.
No.
That's the important part. It won't die to snipe.
I think you figured that out. And now it's 3 charges. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to heal yourself or the Coda?
Well, there are a few things in how the deck that does that amount of damage. Oh, here comes
The
flare.
Abomination.
He could cycle. He could play the Gadgets and Auctioneer and then throw a flare. That would give him 2 cards.
But the Gadgets and Auctioneer will die.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's gonna trade, so it's okay.
But his opponent is sitting on 2 smites. So, the Gadgets and Auctioneer is a card that states whenever you cast a spell, draw a card.
You get an arcane shot. All right.
Okay. RNGesus.
Good draw there.
Oh, that's a spell as well.
Yeah, and it's probably gonna
Face.
take the face. Yeah. No. All right.
Oh, so it can't be healed back up.
Yeah, he's really tired of that goal, and I was like, oh, I need to draw.
I would be tired of it as well.
Yeah, he's done a lot. He's actually done 8 damage to the face.
Yeah, he is the single creature standing there. He's been standing there all game long.
Yeah. All right, a good removal of that card. Well, the Auctioneer actually did a lot. It gave him 3 extra cards, so that is really, really cool. 2 extra cards, sorry. And now it's rushdown time.
So it does have the... oh, it can actually Arcane Shot as well.
Yeah, it could silence and arcane and put out a abomination.
But if you think like this, Abomination, it's Death Rattle. The Abomination right here. Oh, okay. Hello, welcome back.
Into the game. All right. Sorry about that, folks. This is the first time we're testing the UA, but it's stuff like that is bound to happen. But we're back into the game.
Also, it's Death Rattle. Did 2 damage to all to all characters.
Yeah.
Okay, now he's done with his turn, but it would actually be a great play because it trades with the Divine Shield and then kills it.
Yeah.
So that's actually a good trade. Now, let's see what he wants to do.
I think that NurgleProbe feels the pressure. He needs to put up some... He needs to gain some health. And the Holy Fire is a good choice for that. He can actually kill a creature and
He can
gain
kill.
final health.
Yeah, and most importantly, he can remove the owl as well with the Shadowbound Pain.
Yeah.
But do you want to do that?
Well, he could Holy Fire and then silence the owl. I don't know what he would do. Then play Northside Cleric.
So, Holy Fire. Deal 5 damage, restore 5 health to your hero. So it actually trades about 10 differential.
Yeah, it's really
if you
good
go
card.
for face.
Yeah. Comparing to the Druid card, which does 5 damage and you draw an extra card.
Yeah, the Starfire.
Yeah, but that's 6 cost, so it's a bit more expensive. But it's a really good card. It synergizes well with the rest of the...
They're both 6 cost.
Oh, they are? Yeah, right, sorry. Oh, I think about Starfall.
Yeah, Starfall, but you can't go through face with that.
No.
It's only minions.
Yup.
Okay, so
Speaking of going for the face,
face,
here we go.
face, and he does have the abomination.
Yeah, he does.
So-
He doesn't
so-
want the lost charge here. He needs to trigger the lost secret. And another hard score. Now he actually has the mind control, so he could just grab the charger.
But I believe he
turn
wants
it
to
back.
trigger that secret first. He wants to try to trigger that secret before he taunts it.
Yeah.
But he's gonna go for the the Harvest Golem.
That's a good play.
Yeah, it's a 2/3, and when it dies, it summons a 2/1 damage golem.
He thought it was a snipe. It wasn't. So he's a bit confused right now.
So is he going to go for the Holy Nova?
He could do
Silence
that.
into Holy Nova.
Or he goes for a card draw. Oh,
Freezing
here we go.
trap.
Back up on the hand with you.
So
That is so annoying.
I hate freezing trap. Literally, I hate it. So he's not now. He's going for the Holy Nova.
Yep.
The Iron Beak Owl, Battle Cry, silence a minion.
It's it synergizes well in Priest against with early silence, but I don't know. I prefer actually the 4/3 silence. What's the name of that?
Yeah, Spellbreaker.
Spellbreaker. It's a bit more better card, but
So see what it draws into. It draws into Deadly Shot. Now, that's not what you want here.
no.
You want to save that for those big cards. If the priest is able to snowball a little bit, get into its late game, he only has a Baron Geddon. But if Baron Geddon comes out, the Deadly Shot would be value.
Oh, he goes for the minions. Okay. He wants
Abomination.
to Abomination. Yeah. Here we go. And I think NurgleProbe will actually kick himself for wasting the owl.
Yeah.
Silence and Abomination would have been a much better play, but he doesn't know he runs that, so...
I wouldn't expect it.
No! Like, okay, this is a bit of a weird hunter deck, and then suddenly an Abomination, like, hello!
Out of nowhere. But yeah, it seemed to work.
Oh, he goes for it. It's more...
Aggressive.
Yeah, I think so.
But I would go for the Abomination. But okay. He's going for the face there. He just wants to make his presence known. The Deadly Shot, I wouldn't go for that.
No.
I would go for Steady Shot and go for the face.
Yeah, because he knows both of these creatures are going to trade for the commander. 11 health left.
Mind Control.
Yeah, and he got another commander of himself. Mind Control would turn this around pretty quickly.
Yep, that would be bring our hunter friend down to 6 health.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think he's still afraid of Unleash the Dogs, because with these two cards, if you had Unleash the Hounds, that would be, if you have 3 creatures, we might control that one, that would be 3 creatures on the field, and it would release 3 Hounds, which make it 6 damage plus 2 more.
So he's just gonna trade and pull out his own Argent Commander, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good play.
It's a good play.
That's the best play, to be honest. I would probably have gone for something else, but that is actually the best play.
I like the way a NurgleProbe plays. It's really tactical. Yeah, that freezing trap is really gonna annoy the hell out of everyone.
So Abomination, Freezing Trap, Steady Shot.
Yeah.
The Abomination, once again, deal 2 damage to all enemy characters when it dies, and it also has Taunt. So, we could actually go for the Deadly Shot.
Yeah, that will remove it directly.
And there we go, turning the game around.
Well,
The Mind Control is
the
there.
mind control is gonna be, yeah. Oh wow, another one.
It's like, come on,
Here we go.
use the Mind Control.
Yeah.
Mind
This-
Control, it's basically, you just steal the
Yeah.
opponent's card. Snipe. Freezing Trap.
Yeah.
Actually good here. Buying some time. And then Snipe.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good combo. Still, it's a 2-for-1. It's not that super good, but it actually buys him some time. And if he plays out this, he must do it.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, RoyalFlush is now in top deck mode.
All in.
All in.
So he has to draw something. He does have another Wolf Rider on his hand. He plays the... Bye-bye.
Snipe, so he doesn't get a card draw from that.
The
But that's fine.
The North Strike leg dies.
Yep.
But he's alright.
Heal,
himself.
good. I think he's afraid of misdirection, and we'll see what happens now. And it's gonna be
Freezing Trap. I hate Freezing Trap. Seriously, I just hate it.
That's where you use a cheap. Oh, kill command at 3 damage on hand. He can do 2 damage if he has a beast. It deals 5, so that's he could potentially do 7 damage, but he doesn't have a beast, so that's 5 damage.
He could actually RNG a little bit, draw the Animal Companion, get the Huffer,
Yeah.
the 4-2 charge.
Oh, holy fire! And he knows he needs the health. That's a really good top deck there. Really good card. Alright, it's 5 against 13.
Animal Companion, come on.
RoyalFlush goes for a tracking.
That's
Alright,
actually good.
It's now you need the tracking.
Yeah, this is where you play the tracking.
None of these are beasts. That's the bad thing. Still, the Arcane Golem is a
Arcane Golem
4/2,
is good.
and right now it doesn't matter if it gives your opponent a Mana Crystal. It's 4 damage to the face, and it's going to be played with a steady shot, so that's going to be 6 damage in 1 turn. And if NurgleProbe doesn't do anything about that,
He might mind control it.
yeah, he might.
Just to be that annoying.
Ooh, right.
But if he goes for that combo, if he goes for the Abomination into heal, he will be rather... No, he won't be safe. This is actually rather dangerous because he won't be able to heal this turn. If RoyalFlush draws a beast, he has won.
Yeah, so
Game
this
is
is
over.
it, ladies and gentlemen, a beast, and it's going to be an explosive
No.
trap. No, so close.
Wait, if he pulls out the Explosive Trap, 3, 2, 5, they're both gonna die. This is a draw.
Oh, but the explosive trap triggers before the assault, so it doesn't do damage to this enemy. He can actually avoid this.
He can heal.
Yeah, he can heal, and also he can put out the taunt. What's his name? Oh man, I forgot.
Abomination.
No, it's the Defender of Argus.
No,
So that
but
will-
I mean, if he kill commands now,
Yeah.
the priest will die from
Yeah,
the
that's
Explosive
true.
Trap.
Yeah, that's true. But he can heal, as we said before. So
Yeah, but not everybody is not gonna think of that.
no,
I
true.
wouldn't.
Yeah,
So-
it's a long shot. So it's all right. Here we go. Is the priest gonna heal NurgleProbe?
The mind games, you should say well played there.
And it pulls out a Holy Nova, and that is gonna be it.
That's gonna make it.
Oh, really good play there by NurgleProbe. Really good deck. Really solid priest deck.
And congratulations to NurgleProbe.
Yeah.
He played that one out perfectly, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really solid plays, decision making, everything was really good from his part. And we're not gonna say that RoyalFlush didn't do good. He pulled out a strange deck, but it worked.
Yeah,
he almost had it.
It was so close. If I put one single beast, it would have been over.
Yeah.
But he didn't. So that's a card game for you. It's up to the
RNGs.
No, not only.
Not
it's
only.
the skill of the opponent. That's a huge thing.
No, but I mean, like, RNGs, if he would have pulled, he had 3 turns to pull a beast.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
That's really bad luck, because if we check his deck out again, we will see he has some beasts.
Yeah, he
to
has a
pull
lot
out.
of them. So that's, and even so, it's any other card, Arcane shot, whatever.
Yeah, he would have won.
Oh, no, I put him 1 down. But anyway, it would have been really close.
I
All
do
right.
believe both players did bring each deck we saw today was really good.
Yeah, it was.
So
They both bring out their A game for today, and hopefully you have been enjoying watching us babble along these awesome games. And we want to thank our sponsors from University Star League, which is QPad, HyperX, and Komplett. So check those guys out and thank them for sponsoring this awesome tournament. We're going to be back in 2 weeks. It's you, me again. Yeah, and that's going to be awesome. So we're going to have a new matchup there. And once again, a big congratulations to NurgleProbe, who moves forward in the league. And also, if you like what you're seeing today with the new UI, our casting, or whatever, comment, share, follow us. It's going to be awesome. So I don't think we have any more to say.
No, from all of us in
University Star League.
University Star League.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. I am Simon Lotus Backlund with me. And
I'm Mikael MarvinMega Jansson. I almost forgot my name there. And it's been awesome casting for you guys. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye.
Det är bra. Det är skitbra.